are dealing with a time loop.
What kind of Groundhog Day is this? I could be stuck here forever.
Quantum Leap, next Monday on NBC.
Order. This is a real court, no matter what Yelp says.
The verdict is in. Night Court is fresh and funny. You'll laugh out loud.
Speaking of which, if you're satisfied with the defense, I could use a 5-star review.
Night Court, Tuesday on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Later, Jimmy Fallon welcomes Aaron Judge, NBC Tonight.
NBC4 News at 11.
2 mass shootings in just 2 days here in California.
What a tragedy to see these innocent people lose their lives.
One in the Bay Area involving a shooter at 2 different crime scenes.
There's really not much I can say, about the pain that we're feeling right now.
And the other one in Monterey Park during a Lunar New Year celebration.
The guy was shooting, boom, 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 boom.
Did he plan this? Was it the day of? Was it a week before? What drove a madman to do this?
And there could have been more victims if not for one split-second decision and a 26-year-old.
A straight beeline towards his gun. So I lunged at him and grabbed it with both my hands, holding on for dear life.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams. It has been tragedy after tragedy. 2 mass shootings in 2 days, hitting the Chinese community in California, but affecting so many more, trying to comprehend why. Now, the latest attack came just this afternoon, late this afternoon, in the small Bay Area city of Half Moon Bay. That's about an hour or so just south of San Francisco. 7 people were killed, 4 of them at a mushroom farm and 3 at another farm about 2 miles away. All of the victims were Chinese farm workers. Police captured the suspect after his vehicle was found in the parking lot of a sheriff's substation. He's been identified as a 67-year-old man and may have worked at one of those farms. We'll have a live report from the Bay Area coming up in just a few minutes. But first, let's get the very latest information on the mass shooting. Found items that indicate the shooter was making homemade silencers. The sheriff says the shooter took his own life with a Chinese-made handgun that's actually banned here in the U.S. And while the motive is not known, deputies believe it was personal and not political.
There's information out there that the suspect may have committed these crimes, and I'm paraphrasing, due to jealousy or some relationship issues. We're hearing those things too, but have not confirmed any of that information. It's part of what our investigators are diligently looking into.
The sheriff says it is clear the gunman intended to shoot up a second dance studio, but a 26-year-old stepped up to stop those plans. And when you see this video, you'll see how he managed to stop the gunman. What was he thinking, and what motivated him to risk his own life at that very moment? Our Robert Kovacic live in Alhambra right now with the story of that young man and his split-second decision to get involved. Robert.
Colleen, this is a story he shares with NBC's Lester Holt. And tonight we sat down and listened to the entire lengthy interview. It runs about 20 minutes or so. And it's not just the story of bravery, but it also answers a few questions. There's been a lot of speculation that perhaps the patrons here were receiving texts from the patrons at Stardance to be on the alert after what had just happened in Monterey Park. But the man whose family founded Lai here behind me says no. The confrontation he had was with a killer who had just claimed lives and authorities say was here to claim more.
20 minutes after the deadly rampage in Monterey Park, he arrives at the Lai Ballroom in Alhambra.
I'm the front desk person. I'm the face of the club when people come in.
This surveillance video, obtained exclusively by NBC News, shows the gunman entering the building, what authorities believe was his next target.
When I first saw him, my thoughts were, oh my God, that's a gun.
Brandon Say, about to become his next victim.
He was actually aiming directly at me.
Tonight, the 26-year-old tells Lester Holt the silent gunman looked down to check his